Okay, this is take 3 of this video. The other 2 have frozen up, so hopefully this one will work. Third time's a charm, that's what I hope. Hey, you're watching this video because of one of 2 things. You just finished up your quiz, hopefully you did well by the way, and then you need to see how to finish up that worksheet problems 11 on. So I'll show you that as we go. If you're also watching this video, then you might have missed class. So 1, you got to make sure you get in and make up your quiz. You should have a skill check that reviewed the quiz, and then you should have done questions 1 through 10 on that other worksheet. This PowerPoint will show you how to finish up that worksheet. But here's where I'm going to start. I need to assume today that you remember how to find the sum of 50 terms using this formula, using S of n equal n over 2 times a sub 1 plus a sub n. That's the formula that we used last time. And remember, it just looks like this, guys. To sum up these first 50 terms, I'm going to have 50 over 2 times. Now I need a sub 1. So I'm going to plug in a 3. Plug in a 1. 3 times 1 is 3, minus 5 is negative 2, plus. Now plug in a 50. 3 times 50 is 150, minus 5 is 145. If you run this through your calculator correctly, you'll go 50 divided by 2 times parenthesis, don't forget your parentheses, negative 2 plus 145, equal, and you should get 3,575. That was what you did last time on problems 6 through 10. So I just wanted to review that real fast. Now here's where I need to take you today. A little bit harder, it's going to be a step up. I'm going to give you just a second. Write this problem down if you would. The series goes 3 plus 7 plus 11 plus 15. I would like for you to sum up the first 75 terms. Our goal is this. Make it look like numbers 6 through 10 on your worksheet. Because if we can make it look like that, it's really a pretty easy problem. I would like to sum up the first 75 terms. Well, I'm going to do this. Come over here if you would, draw your Greek letter sigma, and put n equal 1 to 75. Now it's starting to look like what we did last time. The only thing I'm missing is I'm missing a formula. So step number 1, I'm going to use your a sub n formula to get the formula that goes here. So here goes. To get the formula that goes there, I'm going to go a sub n equal a sub 1, which is 3, plus d, which is 4, 3 to 7, 7 to 11, 11 to 15, n minus 1. I'm going to simplify this. I got 3 plus 4n minus 4. If I simplify, I've got 4n minus 1. There's my formula. I'm going to plug that right here. Before I go on, though, I'm going to do my 1-2 check. Because if my formula is wrong, everything I do from this point on is going to be wrong, and I'll miss it. So 1-2 check. 4 times 1 is 4, minus 1 is 3. Good deal. Plug in a 2. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 minus 1 is 7. I know this is the right formula. Now I'm going to use my S sub n formula to bring this home. So I'm going to have 75 over 2, plug in a 1. 4 times 1 is 4, minus 1 is 3. Plug in a 75. 4 times 75 is 300. Minus 1 is 299. If you run this through your calculator correctly, you should get 11,325. That's the sum of the first 75 terms of the series that goes 3, 7, 11, and 15. Some things I need to point out while I'm here. These are called my money problems. Money problem because these are worth the most points. Look how much work we have done. I need to give you points for finding the 4n minus 1. I need to give you points for finding a sub 1, a sub 75, and the total. These on our test or quiz are worth the most points. They're also the most work. Out of all that we do, these will take the longest. So here's my next example, example number 2. I'm going to give you just a second to write that down. I don't want to have a lot of wait time on my video because I know it can get boring for you. So I'm going to try to keep things really clicking right along. But this series goes 2 plus 5 plus 8 plus 11. I would like to sum up the first 50 terms. Well, here goes. I'm going to make it look like what we did last time. N equal 1 to 50. Once again, I'm missing the formula. This is the new part of the day. Let's go get your formula. A sub n equal 2, that's a sub 1, plus 3 n minus 1. Then this becomes 2 plus 3n minus 3. Then I get 3n minus 1. That's my formula, 3n minus 1. Once again, 1, 2, check. 3 times 1 is 3, minus 1 is 2. Good start. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 minus 1 is 5. Good start. I know this is the right formula then. So now I'm going to use my S sub n formula that we had last time on problems 6 through 10. So now it's going to look like 50 divided by 2 times, plug in a 1. 3 times 1 is 3, minus 1 is 2, plus, plug in a 50, and get 3 times 50 is 150, minus 1 is a 149. If you run that through correctly, you will get 3,775 for that total. But once again, just your steps. Use a sub n to get your formula, and then use S sub n to bring it home. So there's 2 examples down. Here's my next example. I'll give you a second to write that down if you'd like. You can always hit pause on the video. But my series this time goes 3, 6, 9, 12, on down the road to 75. So write it like this so it looks like problems 6 through 10. N equal 1 to 75. Now let's come and get your formula. A sub n equal 3 plus, looks like my difference is also 3, n minus 1. So I've got 3 plus 3n minus 3. Once I simplify, those are out of there. It looks like my formula, guys, is just 3n. Oh, let me make sure that's right. 1, 2, check. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. Okay, that's the right formula. There's no plus or anything after that. Now use formula number 2, S of n. So it's going to look like 75 over 2 times, plug in a 1 and get a 3, plus, plug in 75 and get 225. Run that through your calculator and get 8,550. So that's what we've got so far. Find your formula, use your other formula. There's 3 examples. I'm nervous to go to the next slide because I've done this video twice already, and at this moment is when it's been freezing up. So wish me luck. I'm going to click next slide. And it worked this time. You guys must be my good luck charm. So once again, here goes. I'm so happy. I'd like to sum up the first 100 terms of the sequence that goes -7 to -2 to 3 to 8. So Greek letter sigma, n equal 1 to 100. I missed my formula again. So let's go get my formula. A sub n equal. Hey, just because you see negative numbers, don't assume that n is negative, or d is negative. From negative 7 to negative 2, I'm gaining. From negative 2 to 3, I'm gaining some more. 3 to 8, I'm gaining, that's an obvious one, 5. So a sub 1 is negative 7 plus 5 n minus 1. Let me simplify. Negative 7 plus 5n minus 5. If I totally simplify, 5n minus 12. There's my formula. I'm going to do my 1-2 check. 5 times 1 is 5 minus 12 is negative 7. 5 times 2 is 10. 10 minus 12 is negative 2. So I'm off to a good start. So I'm going to place my formula right there. 5n minus 12. Now to bring it home, I'm going to go 100 divided by 2 times, plug in 1, and I get negative 7. Plug in 100. 5 times 100 is 500 minus 12 is 488. If you run this through your calculator correctly now, I should get 24,050. That's what it is. I'll do one more example if this bad boy doesn't freeze up, just to show you, but that's the steps on your worksheet. Even if it's a word problem, write down the first few terms and follow these steps. So here's my next example. If it goes and it went again, life is good, life is good. Even though it's beautiful Tuesday night, about 11:30 at night, it's finally working. So here goes. I would like to sum up the first 125 terms. So Greek letter sigma, n equal 1 to 125. I'm missing my formula. So let's come down here and get my formula. A sub n equal a sub 1, which is 100. Notice in this case, 100 to 95 to 90 to 85, my d is going down by 5. So I've got minus 5 n minus 1. Let me simplify. 100 minus 5n plus 5. So my formula, negative 5n plus 105, is my formula. I've already done the 1-2 check for you, so I know that negative 5n plus 105 is correct. Now bring it home, sum them up. 125 over 2 times, plug in a 1, and I get 100, which I should. And then let me plug in 125. 125 times negative 5 plus 105 is negative 520. So I hit some negative numbers. If you run that through your calculator correctly, negative 26,250 will be your answer. Okay? That's the lesson. That's what you'll do to finish up worksheet number 3. So the assignment is finish worksheet number 3, because you've already done 1 through 10. If you have any questions, replay the video, pause it, run the numbers through, come in for help. But I really think that if you follow through the video, you're going to be setting really good. And like I said, if you miss class, you need to get in so I get that 0 out of the computer on that quiz. Good luck on this.